Good morning everyone. Today I am going to teach you the mobile system organization. As we all know, mobile phones are a part of our lives, right? Actually, mobile system acts as tiny computers. They have less computing power, means the ability to perform work or the number of instructions that can be carried out in a given time is less. But this mobile system consists of different components like computer system. All these components are integrated on a tiny chip called IC. With the help of these components, mobile system could handle diverse type of applications. For example, making calls through radio signals. We need these radio signals or radio waves to transmit and receive messages. And this mobile system offer camera utilities, handling touch sensitive screen, display audio, video, graphical content. Let's learn the functional components of a mobile system. Mobile processor or mobile CPU. A mobile system's CPU handles all these applications whatever I said right now. It has a little power because it runs on battery power. Okay. It is the brain of a smartphone. CPU receives commands, makes instant calculations, plays audio video, stores information and sends signals throughout the device. The CPU has two subprocessors, Communications Processing Unit CPU and Applications Processing Unit APU. The CPU is responsible for receiving phone calls and making phone calls. This Communications Processing Unit is connected with Radio Signal Management Unit and the audio subsystem, that is codec. This connection happens through digital signal processor. This RF transceiver is inside this Radio Signal Management Unit, that is radio frequency receiver. RF transceiver is a small electronic device used to transmit and receive radio signals between two devices. And this radio signal management unit is also responsible for connecting SIM to the base stations through radio signals. A mobile phone base station is a transmission and reception station in a fixed location. As I said, Communications Processing Unit is working with the audio subsystem. This codec consists of ADC and DAC. ADC is analog to digital converter and DAC is digital to analog converter. Microphone in this ADC is converting sound into digital signal and speaker which is present in this DAC converts digital signal into audio signal. Mobile CPU also has APU, that is Applications Processing Unit. It is responsible for all types of operations taking place on a mobile. This can be achieved by running various types of applications or apps. It consists of Graphic Processing Unit, that is GPU. This GPU is an essential part of most modern smartphones because they improve the performance in the rendering of videos, games and other graphics. This APU is connected with the next functional component, I say display subsystem. It provides display facilities, touch sensitive interface and touch sensitive keyboards. Camera subsystem. It has an integrated image signal processor. It's responsible for instant image capturing, high resolution support, image stabilization and other image enhancements. Mobile system memory. Mobile system needs memory to work. It consists of two types of memories, random access memory and read-only memory. RAM is the work memory of the mobile system. When run, all the installed mobile apps are first loaded in the RAM and then executed. These apps are existing in the RAM until we use them. Later, they all will be shifted to background. More RAM means it increases the performance of the phone as well as faster the phone. As we all know, RAM is volatile, means it loses its contents when the device is turned off. Second one, ROM. It's a part of internal storage. It's not writable or editable. That's what it is referred as read-only memory. It is the flash memory or EEPROM, electrically erasable and programmable read-only memory. This ROM consists of operating system and some pre-installed apps. This can't be deleted by users. Next one, storage. We can have external storage or expandable storage in the form of SD cards or micro SD cards. It can be removed easily by the users and the users can store pictures, music, videos, whatever may be. Last one, power management subsystem, that is battery. It works on limited power because it is attached to the battery unit. Friends, in this module we have learnt a mobile system handles complex types of operations including input, output and processing, and we learnt the major functional components of a mobile systems. Hope you all got my points. Thank you.